We use the soil on top of our relatives' graves to boost our businesses. The ritual is done in Democratic Republic of Congo. A friend introduced me to the witch doctor. The man will tell you to leave one of your toes. After the ritual is done, when you are back at home, you are supposed to sleep with your relative on top of any grave of your relative. It's now 5 years after I did the ritual. There was no negative signs, but recently a short old lady is coming to our place of residence wanting to... Yellow viewers, welcome once again to another educative episode of African Confessions HD right here on Extraordinary Africa. My name is Solution Uncle. If you're still new in this show, we publish lifetime confessions. Usually we publish anonymously for their own safety reasons. Listeners, you have a problem, you have a challenge, don't be afraid, don't be shy. Feel free to share with us. We are already there to help you with advices. So don't be shy, don't be afraid. Simply text us on WhatsApp, on our WhatsApp number +263 775 597 775 +263 775 597 775, or you can contact our PR Fidel Goch at his Gmail account, fidelgoch@gmail.com. Listeners, you are still new. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell. This will help you so that once we upload, you'll be notified. I don't want to continue waste your time. Let's go straight into the confessions for today. My wife was in hospital about to give birth. The employer was not paying, accusing me of neglecting his track. I needed to buy pills for my mom who was battling cancer then. The children wanted to return to school. It was after festive season. We needed to buy new books, uniforms, and everything. But there was no money. If mom was to finish another week without treatment, she was going to die. That's according to the doctors. I contacted one of my nephews who is very rich in town. He answered, there is a lot of money in Democratic Republic of Congo, but you chose poverty. I can't help you unless you decide to go with me. Stop begging like a crippled and contact me when you are ready. Don't act like a stupid. The way you are so harsh gave me a suspicious feeling of dark to be happening in Democratic Republic of Congo, but I was out of ideas. The next morning, I contacted him saying, I am ready, my nephew. He organized a date and said, we will go to Democratic Republic of Congo to do the thing which gave me all these riches. So don't be afraid. There is no blood rituals. It's just a ritual, a normal ritual. I accepted. I have no ideas. I was afraid to lose my mother. I was afraid to lose my wife and the newly born baby at the same time. My children wanted to go back to school. The date was organized for us to go to Democratic Republic of Congo. We went to Democratic Republic of Congo on that day. Shockingly, the man gave me money for mom's treatment and to cover some of the things which were troubling me, but on one condition, on the condition that the journey to Democratic Republic of Congo won't be cancelled. We went to Democratic Republic of Congo. It's a village about 50 kilometers away from Kinshasa. We went to that village. In that village, there is this traditional healer. I believe he can be one of the most powerful traditional sangomas across the continent. The man told us what made us to come to his shrine before even asking us any question, and said you was resisting to come and take a lot of money here. Why are you so stupid? This gave me a suspicious feeling. Maybe my nephew was communicating with one of them. The ritual was done. During the ritual, they'll cut one of your tongues. They'll cut your tongue so that you not speak properly. There is the way I'm now speaking. That's not what I used to do. Then they'll cook the charm. The charm will be cooked with moti and different stuffs. Then after that, the soup, you are supposed to drink the soup. I drank the soup. I spent almost 7 days at that shrine. After the ritual was done, I was told to go back to my country of origin, which is South Africa, where we came from. And upon arrival, we should go to our village with one of my daughters. Then we should sleep on top of a grave. After sleeping on top of that grave, we'll take the soil which was under where we were doing the sex. I returned and I organized a party. My wife gave birth. I pretended as if I was celebrating the newly born baby and said, "You kids, you go to school next week. Let's celebrate." Thus, I managed to put drugs on every family member except the newly born child. This gave me an opportunity the next morning to take one of my daughters. We went to the village. I injected a pill into her so that she can't know what is happening. We went to the graveyard. I slept with her. I don't know what was happening to me. It was like I was sleeping with my wife. I spent 2 rounds and rounds with her. Then after that, I took the soil and went back with it. We returned to Democratic Republic of Congo. That time I went alone because my nephew said, "You now know where to go. There's no need for me to accompany you." I arrived in Kinshasa and went to the Sangoma. Arrived there, the Sangoma told me, "You slept with a relative who was not knowing what she was doing. So the thing you did was valueless. Go and repeat." I returned and I take the other daughter because that ritual is supposed to be done when you are breaking a virginity. I took one of my daughters, organized another party. That party, I pretended as if I was celebrating. They are going to school the next week since they were at boarding schools. We went to the graveyard with the other daughter. We slept together. That time I raped because she was doing what she was doing. All the people, I put the drugs on their food, but except me and that daughter. So this is now the thing. The girl now have hatred towards me. I am trying by all means buying goodies for her only. But I have that feeling one day she will expose me. And it is said, when you are exposed, this is when the deal is over. The next thing, you are going to die and the businesses are going to go back to zero. I have been managing to do well all these years after I did the ritual. But recently, a lady came to my house and said, "I want blood because you are exposing me." Now I'm suspecting my daughter might have told any of my relatives because I didn't understand that lady who came and demanded blood. The lady have a body of a child, but a head of an old woman. Said, I want blood from your family because you're exposing me. I went to my nephew and said, see, bro, this is now what is happening. It is saying it is in need of blood. My nephew started confessing what she did to his family, the people she killed, and said, if you are not going to follow what I did, you are going to die. So I was calculating, if I die, who will take care of my family? And I decided to accept. The next morning, my mother died. She died in the bathroom. And now, there is a lot of problems. I see my mother in daylight, coming to say, I gave birth to you, then you kill me. Why are you so heartless? I am going to destroy your whole family. I am not of your blood, but you decided to kill me. For all these cars and houses you have, why are you so heartless? And it's now not going good for me. The customers are not coming anymore. The business is going broke. I killed relatives. I am in trouble with the spirits. Can I be cleansed? I don't know. Solution Uncle, ask for me to your audience. I will be reading the comments, even long comments. There is no big deal. I'll read. What I only need is to be delivered from this bondage because I am struggling. You might see us enjoying with big cars, but deep down inside our hearts, we are burning. Yellow Solution Uncle, please publish anonymously. I don't know what to do anymore because I am in this trouble. I grew up staying with my grandmother. Mom died when I was still a child. I was moved to the village to stay with grandmother. All her grandchildren were staying with their parents. And Granny came to a point where she was very sick. She was about to die. And she was in this evil cult of witches. Granny chose me to be her replacement. I was taken by a group of women in my dreams. We go to a far away country. If I can still imagine, it's like we were in Cameroon or Ivory Coast, I don't know. But we went to a country very far from South Africa. We went to a certain pool. There was a lady dressed in red and black. The lady acted like she was baptizing me. That's when I started all this evil doing. I am now connected to the cult. Granny died later. When Granny died, I never thought to have a successful life. I was thinking I am at my peakest point. I never dated anyone. My character changed. Even my friends started distancing themselves from me because I was a changed person. From then till now, I am not yet married. I am now 40 years. All my uncles and aunties visit me like they are coming to see their mother. They are seeing it as it is normal for me to stay at this old homestead, going to graves each and every day, eating human flesh. That's the life I'm now living. This is all happening because I'm an orphan. If my parents were to be alive, they were not going to allow this happen to me. They buy groceries and clothes for me. They take the money. They forget me for the whole year. I am there to be their helper in rituals. Are these people my relatives? I don't know. I'm trying to tell them my problems. Can you please help me so that I can have a better life? I can get married. They are saying you just need to pray. Solution Uncle and your audience, please help me. I am thinking it might be better to kill myself because there is no reason for me to live this type of life. It's so hard. All my friends are now married, enjoying their lives with their husbands, at their homesteads, their own homesteads. I'm still staying alone. No one wants me at his place or her place. That's my life. Yellow Uncle, please notify me when you post. Publish anonymously. This is exactly what I saw on top of my sister's dressing table. Yesterday I saw the confession of a man who was putting evil coffins on people's pockets and handbags. And Uncle, I think that temple is connected to my sister. She is acting so weird. Sometime last week I saw a small coffin on top of dressing table. I don't know how to approach here. What would you advise me to do? Because I am now suspicious. When I talked about it, I never saw it again. Is it normal?